Good morning, students of class 12th. Today, chapter 5, unit 5, and topic is factor affecting motor development in physical education. So, students, motor development is a complex process which is influenced by numerous factors, and the factor affecting motor development in children's are because whatever factors affecting to the children's in motor development or motor activities, there are many, and the students are really can be obstructed with them. So that is first is sensory impairment. Sensory impairment, students, it is sense like hearing, sight, speech not functioning properly. Mean any part of the body is not working properly, or is not able to listen properly, he is not able to think properly, he is not able to react properly, so he cannot see, he cannot speak. So these kind of problems are sensory impairment, and children with this sensory impairment are very slow to learn anything because they are not fit, they are having some lacking of anything, so they will feel they will learn anything very slow. So motor development is reflect to the children suffering from sensory impairment. For example, a child who is not able to hear will find difficulty to understanding because he cannot hear you. So if he cannot hear, so whatever the one is saying, he will not be able to understand, and he will like slow down his motor development, and this motor development will be, of course, will be slow. Next is obesity. This is also a big factor of any development, whether health development, motor development, or any kind of development. Obesity is a very big issue in our society nowadays. So it can affect children within their lives. It is associated with adult obesity and with many other health problems. The problems like diabetes, cardiovascular disease, pulmonary disease, and metabolic syndrome, they obstruct sleep, and low self-esteem and depression. So when the obesity is there, so these kind of problem may be there, and because of that, that will self-esteem and depression will be there. And excessively overweight and obese children find it difficult to move properly or perform certain fine movements of body. Of course, those are fit, those are thin, they are not obese, they will be good to learn anything, and they can perform any work very nicely. But those are obese, they can have some kind of problem in their movements. So these children become slow and sluggish in movement. Thus, obesity has a negative impact on motor development in children. Next point is environment. The environment affects the motor skill development of the child. The more opportunities they have to develop both gross and fine motor skills, the faster their capacity increases. For example, if a child is encouraged to play outside on park equipment or other areas where they can climb, run, and play, their gross motor skill will develop quickly, and fine motor skills also increase when children are encouraged to play with their hands, hold and touch smaller items, and feed themselves and draw a color. So those students are getting good environment, they will learn quickly, their motor development and fine motor development will be good, and those are not getting these facilities, not going to the park, not going to the ground, and not taking part in such activities like climbing, running, and playing. So their motor development will be slow. Next is nutritions. The nutritions a child receiving during the first few years of can affect his health for years to come. So whatever is the in the beginning age is taking diet or nutritions that will affect his future also. So balanced nutrition is important to child development because children need specific nutrition to thrive and grow. Proper child development relies on a solid nutrition foundation. If he is getting a solid nutrition foundation, then his development will be of course good, which includes the correct amount of each nutrients. So many nutrients are there: carbohydrate, protein, fat, minerals, and आपका जो है others nutrients. So that is very important for the students. If they are taking proper nutritions, then their growth will be good and their motor development also will be good. Next is postural deformities. This is also a big issue in our society. Sometimes we can see many of the students since birth they have some kind of deformities in their body, and these postural deformities are commonly encountered problem among children, and pains or adults are the results not of injuries. So that may be not may not be because of injury, but from birth or some other kind of deformities they can have this problem. But of the long term effect of distortion in posture or ligament that have their origin in childhood or adolescence, television, video, entertainment, and motorized transportation, fast food, and lack of regular physical activities contribute to the poor physical condition of the children. So these things may give any kind of deformities in children, but some postural deformities may also be caused due to some disease, accident, or by birth. Children suffering from deformities of postural face difficulty in performing normal activity. So this postural deformity is also very big. You will learn some many kind of deformities in next topics. Next topic is heredity. This is also a very big issue. We can see many of the children because of their parents they are getting some kind of problems, some kind of disabilities. So genes are the small structure of body which are responsible for various type of development of children. The working capacity of all organic system are dependent on genes. Children are affected both by genetic system are dependent on genes. Children are affected both by the genetic and their parents and their own genetics. If there are genetic weakness, they may have slower motor skill development, and general guidelines suggested for their age range. For example, a child has weak muscles, tone, or health issues, they will likely develop at slower pace than other healthy children of their life or their age. Last is opportunity. Children who get